Next up on the Cosmic News Network, First Contact with Joshua Pope.
Good morning, Earthlings. Good. How you doing today? Good. How you doing today? Welcome to First Contact Radio. Welcome to First Contact Radio. To talk about all these things I'm talking about is because in life, everything is energy. Every single thing that's out there.
Yo, it's First Contact with Joshua Pope. He's the man on the mic, just in case you didn't know it. Covering news from all around the globe, from the weather and space to UFOs. Let's talk politics and make you open your eyes. Conspiracy theories and government lies. We'll dig it all up and try to find the proof. Cause it's time to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio. We have
to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio. We have
to demand the truth. It's time.
First Contact Radio.
It's time to demand
First Contact Radio. We have arrived. First Contact Radio.
It's time to demand the truth.
Good morning, Earthlings. How you doing today? Welcome to First Contact Radio. Happy New Year to those who have already crossed over that midnight date into 2015, and Happy New Year Eve to all of the rest of us who are waiting to catch up. Time is an interesting thing, how we move along, and here we are moving right along into 2015. Many wondered if we'd make it this far. Many wondered if we'd make it past December 21st, 2012, and here we are. Just as we have always expected it to be, just the way it's supposed to be, and just the way that our ancestors knew it would be. Today is the 31st of December, right here, 2014, soon to be 2015. We have a sun sign in Capricorn, which is an earth sign. We have a moon sign, which is in Taurus, which is an earth sign, just like yesterday, double earth. Double earth. So remember, earth sign, earth is stable, earth is the ground, earth is the body. So we're dealing with those aspects today. What's going on in our physical world? There's a lot of things going on in our physical world that we really need to pay attention to. A lot of changes and adjustments that we are wanting to make. Opportunities that we want to take advantage of and be able to utilize to our best potential. So a lot of things that we're considering and thinking about. So it's a good day to figure out what we want to do here in the physical world. Yes, there is a world beyond the physical, the spiritual world, and it's very important that we keep our focus there and understand the connection, but we are in this physical world for a reason, to learn some lessons. Lessons that we don't learn when we're there simply in the spiritual, because there we're in the place where we are having access to all of the wisdom. We come down here to experience, to learn some things that will help us to grow. So therefore it's important that we discover what those things are that we learn. Part of the process of learning is understanding the energy field we move in each and every day, like a big swimming pool that we're all swimming in. And we learn how to work with this energy. And the more we learn to work with this energy, the better off we're able to be each and every day. And the experiences we have through life are all part of that process. So as we look at the planets and stars and see the influences going on today, we see Capricorn wants to tell us and remind us to look through the illusions of life. Don't get caught up in the physical. Taurus wants to remind us to enjoy the pleasures of the physical world, but always have that hook, vibe, that connection between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. And as we look forward to the rest of the day, let's check out some of the other aspects that are coming into play. We had an aspect of Pluto, deep transformation, which has already occurred, 4:28 a.m. We've got Chiron, the wounded healer, which is an aspect with Taurus, took place at 5:34 a.m. And as we move through the rest of the day, we're going to be considering and dealing with this Chiron energy. We have a sign here, 72 degrees of Taurus, new perspective, taking a new perspective on things. It's Neptune. And as we get into the evening, 6:50 p.m., Mars is going to jump into the mix with Taurus. Mars and Taurus are in a square. which means there's a lesson that we need to learn. Some lesson on how we're going to use our energy. Are we going to use it for passion, creativity, or are we going to use it for war, anger? Choice is ours. And then later at 8:04 p.m. Pacific time, aspect goes into play with Jupiter jumping into the mix. And Jupiter is also there in a square with Taurus. Expansion is going to occur. Jupiter expands all things. So we need to learn the lesson of how we expand this, yet maintain our integrity. And integrity certainly is the key as we go forward. Integrity is important each and every day as we look at integrity, staying in the groove, staying on track where we need to be. On the Jewish calendar, seem to be having a little delay jumping over here for some reason. There we go. 9 Tevet is the day, 9 Tevet. And if we look at the daily thought for today, it tells us that owning faith is the daily thought. Owning faith. This is my God, and I will praise him, the God of my father, and I will exalt him. From Exodus 15:2. When he is only the God of your father, he remains exalted and beyond your world. When you make him your own God, then you can truly praise him with your heart. Rabbi Isaiah Horowitz, from the 16th century. Only a fool will toss out the inheritance of many generations, but one who does not take ownership remains a child. So it is with the material estate. So it is with the faith of our fathers and our mothers. We must make it our own faith as well. And how do you make that faith your own? Ironically, through the power of your own mind. Engage your mind to live by your faith. Engage your mind to live by your faith. Remember, we live in a world, a material world, that is surrounded by the spiritual, the emotional, the intellectual worlds. The studies of the Kabbalion remind us that the world we live in is a mental universe, a mental construct, and therefore we have the ability at all times to be able to interact with that mental construct, because one of the principles is the principle that everything correlates with everything else. So we very easily can tap in to the mind. It's right here, it's inside, it's all around us. We don't have to reach out someplace further than what we can reach. It's right here available to us each and every time, each and every day, each and every moment. As we move forward, we're going to look at the moon sign for today, or the moon phase, 80% of the way there. It's a waxing moon, waxing up. Means we're going towards the full moon. Space weather, our solar wind currently at 486.3 kilometers per second. Planetary K-index is quiet at the moment and shall remain so for the next 24 hours. This big corona hole at the bottom of the sun seems to be getting larger. The one up top seems about the same, and the one in the middle here seems to be getting a little bit smaller. However, it is starting to face us, so as it gets in here, there is an opportunity that we might feel some of the wind from that. M-class flare possibility stays the same at 20% over the next 24 to 48 hours. X-class at 1%. Geomagnetic storm activity 35% in the mid-latitudes, as high as 45% in the high latitudes. And the whole purpose, if you are out and about, is just to have a camera ready, because you never know what we might see. We're told that here the comet Lovejoy continues to improve, currently shining at a magnitude +5 underneath the feet of Orion, expected to be more than double in brightness by mid-January. So this comet's been moving through our solar system, and we have an opportunity now to see it with the naked eye. So check that out. And looking up at the sky tonight, it says, after midnight cheering at the turning of 2015, step outside into the silent dark. Look south. There shines Sirius. The highest you'll see it. Upper right of it stands Orion. Upper left of Sirius is Procyon. Off to your right shoulder, the gibbous moon hangs in the west. Off to your left shoulder, bright Jupiter dominates the east. Earlier this evening, Jupiter's moon Ganymede disappears into the eclipse, but Jupiter's shadow at 10:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Europa follows Ganymede into Jupiter's shadow at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, fading away more rapidly. All right, so there you go. That's what we're dealing with tonight. I hope you have an opportunity to step outside later, look at what's going on with the sun and the moon during the course of today. The moon tonight, obviously, because the sun won't be out at night. But there you go. UFO News is up next. Let's get to it.
This is the UFO News with Joshua Poet.
Thank you very much, Dirk. Here is our last UFO news for 2014. First sighting, UFO flying near the moon in orb near jet contrails. There's our moon. There's our object in question. The objects in this clip were not shot during the daytime. Were shot during daytime filming of the moon. I was panning the scope to track chem planes when I saw them, and that's how I filmed the second object in the clip. The first object may be one of those white orbs I filmed near chemtrails, but it's hard to know for sure. Also, if you wish to follow my articles on examiner.com, then click the links below. 7 minutes and 17 seconds for this video. Alright, and let's see here. Here we go. Here's the chemtrails being shot. And then, of course, in the midst of filming the chemtrails was the sighting of the UFO. Let's see where we can get to it. Okay, there we go. There's the orb that was seen. Very interesting. Okay. Let's move from there. Here we have a sighting of a UFO coming out of a volcano near Popocatépetl. This was on the 28th. There's our volcano. We got our little orb coming out. New daytime footage of an unidentified flying object that comes out of the volcano Popocatépetl in Mexico. This was recorded Saturday the 28th of December. Video is 49 seconds in length. There we go. We see it out there. It's right there. You can see it clear as day. And this link to this webcam is available. You can go online and Google it, or to make it real easy, just go to firstcontactradio.com. Right there on the front of the page, I've got a link to the webcam, and you can watch and perhaps see with your own eyes something as it is occurring. So check that out. Brazil, Lima, Brazil, 28th. Here we have a sighting that takes place in this 47-second video. There we go, look at that. Pretty good size UFO, huh? Definitely a good size. Very, very good size object. So, is that real? Is that a fake? Don't know right at this point in time, other than the video that we have. Alright, very cool. Now, this article here asks the question, what does your religion say about your beliefs in extraterrestrials? Religions have surprisingly diverse approaches to the issue of possible extraterrestrial life. Below, a quick survey adapted from his book, Religions and Extraterrestrial Life, How Will We Deal with It? And interviews with the author. So here's a number of different comments and thoughts on each different religion, starting with evangelical Christianity. For evangelicals, the discovery of advanced extraterrestrial life has the potential to be devastating. Humans, in the view of most evangelicals, are the singular focus of God's creative attention, and Christianity is the universal religion. Therefore, other advanced intelligences cannot exist. Roman Catholicism. Rifts have emerged among Roman Catholic theologians in trying to understand whether all sentient beings in the universe suffer original sin, whether all require redemption, and how God will offer it to those in need. The question of whether or not Jesus died on the cross, in other worlds, has yet to be addressed. Depending on how these issues are resolved, Catholicism might make sense, but also might make no sense. And all of this is blacked out here, so I'm not sure what this is supposed to say. So the Vatican has been extremely vocal, saying intelligent life in the universe is part of God's plan. They would be happy to baptize them. Pope Francis is doing his part by emphatically stating that intelligent extraterrestrial life is part of God's plan. Islam. Surprisingly, Islam shows an open mind on the subject of other intelligent life in the universe. In multiple places, the Quran asserts that other rational, intelligent beings exist on other worlds. Furthermore, those creatures worship and are accountable to Allah. The religion practiced by followers of Muhammad is only for humans on earth. In other worlds, would have their own prophets and their own prophetically revealed religions. Buddhism. The earliest Buddhist sutras describe thousands of other worlds, so yeah, we believe that there's a strong chance that there's life out there. Buddhism also believes that human understanding grows and changes. If you are met with overwhelming evidence that something you believe is wrong, then you are supposed to change your view. As such, many Buddhists believe in evolution. Science. Buddhism imagines a universe that is uniquely, unimaginably large and complex and beautiful. Life forms beyond the earth must exist in such a universe, whether we are able to find and identify them or not, and Buddhism works everywhere in the universe. Mormonism. Mormonism's scripture leaves no doubt that other worlds exist and are inhabited by sentient beings who are begotten sons and daughters unto God. According to Mormon scripture, the earth is not unique, but that it is one of many inhabited planets, each planet created for the purpose of bringing about immortality or eternal life. This includes the planet and star Kolob, which is said to be the nearest to the throne of God. Christian Science. The Church of Christ. Scientist appears to have nothing to say one way or the other about extraterrestrial life. Scientology can be seen as a UFO religion in which the science of extraterrestrial entities operating unidentified flying objects are an element of belief. Judaism offers a set of rules for humans on or from Earth that encourages them to develop a relationship with the God of the entire universe. Judaism is not for the Klingons, unless the Klingons wish to live on Earth, though Judaism could continue to make sense as a religion for descendants of humans living on other planets. Hinduism. Hindus would embrace not at all be surprised by the discovery of extraterrestrial life. The only concern for Hindus would be where those creatures fit into the hierarchy of living beings, which extends from plants to animals to humans to gods. Hindus could practice their religion anywhere in the universe, and any sentient being anywhere in the universe could practice Hinduism. Unitarian Universalism. Members of the UU Church embrace no single set of beliefs or sacred scriptures. The discovery of extraterrestrial life would trigger no issues. And Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Earth is here to provide a home to those faithful to Jehovah. Extraterrestrial life, whether in advanced or primitive form, does not exist. So those are varying beliefs from the different religions. Do your beliefs fit into any of these or something else? And the last story here, UFO related to 2011 NISSEQUOGUE UFO incident. It was late August 2011. Puerto Rico and the Great Antilles had been battered by the Category 3 hurricane. The storm's name was Hurricane Irene. Coastal areas up the eastern seaboard braced for the worst as the storm and its 120-mile-an-hour winds made its way northward, causing significant storm surge and coastal flooding. On the north shore of Long Island, the Suffolk County Bayside community of NISSEQUOGUE, New York, pronounced NISSEQUOGUE, guess I'm pronouncing it wrong, NISSEQUOGUE, was dealing with a surge flooding. Charlie, a local boat owner, concerned for the safety of his boat, began regularly checking a webcam that monitored the Defo Marina 5 miles east of Port Jefferson, where his boat was moored. It was about 2:30 on Sunday, August 28th, when Charlie logged into the camera to check the flood conditions. Charlie told us, "I witnessed a large, silver round disc-type object in the sky over the flooded bay. I watched it live for a few minutes as it hovered in the same spot, rotating around. My first thought that was someone might be launching a weather balloon, but I soon realized that the object had lines and a structure that didn't look like a balloon." Charlie took 3 screenshots of the live webcam. Each of the images were about 10 seconds apart. It appears in the pictures that you can see the craft rotating towards the camera. Charlie took 3 screenshots. Okay, later, Charlie spoke to the marina management to see if the live webcam was recorded, but unfortunately it wasn't. Charlie tells us that because of the severe weather warnings at that time of the UFO sighting, most of the coast communities were evacuated. Likewise, no airplanes were flying in or out of the regional New York airports. He later filed a report and posted his photos with MUFON. And you can find more information here by clicking upon this link. So there you go. There's our UFO news for today. So what do you think is going to happen? 2015. Do you think this is going to be the year where ships are going to start landing? Where we're going to have a little bit more disclosure from our governments? Or do you think it's just going to remain the same? Anyway, we look at it, there still seems to be information that's being sent down to our planet all the time. Seems to be increasing. You see, I know that on December 21st, 2012, something happened very significant. The Hollywood version didn't happen. Wasn't supposed to happen. Except that's what Hollywood said. And that's what those who wanted to fearmonger said. But the Mayans and those who really studied the phenomenon, understood what was going on, knew that we were simply moving into this system, into a place in the universe where we were going to get dosed with a little bit more energy. That we were moving around in a cyclical pattern as we have done so long ago. And here we are again. So life continues to move on. And in time, as we are told from the ancient writings, that we will be visited again by those brothers and sisters who have been here watching us and assisting us along the journey. And as you've heard from the various different perspectives of the different religions, these brothers and sisters are considered to be helpers, God's helpers. Some say that they're demons, some say that they're fallen angels, some say that they're the real deal, here to help us. Maybe they're a little of all things. For me, I look at the process and I have to say, is the universe really filled with that many evil beings that everything I look up in the sky is some evil extraterrestrial out to get us? That seems to be of a bit negative of an attitude. I can't quite understand that God would create a great universe and put all kind of negativity around us. I'd have to believe that there is other good out there in the universe, and just as we here on this planet Earth have a combination of good and bad, the universe would be the same thing. Therefore, I have to believe that out there in the universe is good, just as there is the possibility of bad. And it is up to us to discern who is good and who is bad. Not to make judgments, because I don't think that's our place to be making these kind of judgments, but to understand. And that's all. So, what do you think? Let me know. Send me an email, firstcontactradio@yahoo.com. Got the Facebook page, we got the YouTube page, a lot of places to interact. Find out what you think. Either way, doesn't matter what we think, because what's going to happen is going to happen, and all we can do is just be prepared so when it does, that we understand and we can move forward without losing our minds. And that is our UFO news for the moment. I'll be back. Stay tuned. Enjoy the song, Great Spirit.
Come into our circle, Great Spirit. Fill our souls with peace. Oh. Spirit, send down your love, shine down your light, show us the way each and every day. Great Spirit, send down your love, shine down your light, show us the way each and every day. Oh, 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 oh,
All right. Continuing on. So, Monday, we talked about angels. Yesterday, Tuesday, archangels. Today, Native American wisdom. First sight here comes to us. It's called Pearls of Wisdom. There are a number of Native American wisdom quotes here. I'm just going to go through them. First one, Cherokee Prayer Blessing. May the warm winds of heaven blow softly upon your house. May the Great Spirit bless all who enter there. May your moccasins make happy tracks in the snows, and may the rainbow always touch your shoulder. We have a Native American prayer here. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in the beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and the purple sunset. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise so that I may understand the things that you have taught my people. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden in every leaf and rock. I seek strength not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes, so when life fades as the fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. Honor the sacred, honor the earth, our mother, honor the elders, honor all with whom we share the earth. Four-leggeds, two-leggeds, winged ones, swimmers, crawlers, plant and rock people, walk in balance and beauty. From Native American Elder. Here we have Lakota instructions for living. Friend, do it this way. That is, whatever you do in life, do the very best you can with both your heart and mind. And if you do it that way, the power of the universe will come to your assistance. If your heart and mind are in unity. When one sits in the hoop of the people, one must be responsible because of all creation is related, and the hurt of one is the hurt of all, and the honor of one is the honor of all, and whatever we do affects everything in the universe. If you do it that way, that is, if you truly join your heart and mind as one, whatever you ask for, that's the way it's going to be. Passed down from White Buffalo Calf Woman. This is from Ponca Chief White Eagle. Go forward with courage. When you are in doubt, be still and wait. When doubt no longer exists for you, then go forward with courage. So long as mists envelop you, be still. Be still until the sunlight pours through and dispels the mists, as it surely will. Then act with courage. We have a Mute prayer. Earth, teach me. Earth, teach me quiet, as the grasses are still with new light. Earth, teach me suffering, as old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me humility, as blossoms are humble with beginning. Earth, teach me caring as mothers nurture their young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree that stands alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant that crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle that soars in the sky. Earth, teach me acceptance as the leaves that die each fall. Earth, teach me renewal as the seed that rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain. Here we have an ancient Indian proverb. Treat the earth well. It was not given to you by your parents. It was loaned to you by your children. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Here we have from Black Elk, holy man of the Oglala Sioux. Have you noticed that everything an Indian does in a circle? And that is because the power of the world always works in circles. And everything tries to be round. In the old days, all our power comes to us from the sacred hoop of the nation, and so long as the hoop was unbroken, the people flourished. The flowering tree was the living center of the hoop, and the circle of the four quarters nourished it. The east gave peace and light, the south gave warmth, the west gave rain, and the north, with its cold and mighty wind, gave strength and endurance. This knowledge comes to us from the outer world with our religion. Everything the power of the world does is done in a circle. The sky is round, and I have heard that the earth is round like a ball, and so are all the stars. The wind is the greatest power, whirls. Birds make their nests in circles, for theirs is the same religion as ours. The sun comes forth and goes down again in a circle. The moon does the same, with both are round. Even the seasons form a great circle in their changing and always come back to where they were. The life of man is a circle from childhood to childhood, and so it is in everything where power moves. Our teepees were round like the nests of birds, and these were always set in a circle. The nation's hoop, a nest of many nests, where the Great Spirit meant for us to hatch our children. White Elk, when you were born you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die the world cries and you rejoice. If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indians, he can live in peace. Treat all men alike. Give them all the same law. Give them all an even chance to live and to grow. All men were made by the same Great Spirit, Chief. They are all brothers. The earth is the mother of all people, and all people should have equal rights upon it. Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop, free to work, free to trade where I choose my own teachers, free to follow the religion of my fathers, free to think and talk and act for myself, and I will obey every law or submit to the penalty. This is from Chief Joseph. Here we have one more on this page. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. We've got more on this page, but I'm going to go to the next page over here. It says, don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. Day and night cannot dwell together. Duomish. Apache, it is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. Tuscaroa. Arapaho. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. Tell me, and I'll forget. Show me, and I may not remember. Involve me, and I'll understand. Before eating, always take time to thank the food. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. Most of us do not look as handsome to others as we do to ourselves. Those that lie down with dogs get up with fleas. In age, talk, in childhood, tears. We always return to our first loves. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. Here we have some quotes from Sitting Bull. Inside of me there are two dogs. One is mean and evil, the other is good, and they fight each other all the time. When asked which one wins, I answer, the one I feed the most. It does not take many words to tell the truth. Behold, my brothers, the spring has come. The earth has received the embraces of the sun, and we shall soon see the results of that love. Every seed has awakened, and so has all animal life. It is through this mysterious power that we have our being, and therefore yield to our neighbors, even our animal neighbors, the same right as ourselves to inhabit this land. They claim this mother of ours, the earth, for their own, and fence their neighbors away. They deface her with their buildings and their refuse. That nation is like a spring freshet that overruns its banks and destroys all who are in its path. We cannot dwell side by side. Here we have some more from Chief Sitting Bull, Tatanka Iyotake. Says Lakota medicine man and chief was considered the last Sioux to surrender to the U.S. government. If the Great Spirit had desired me to be a white man, he would have made me so in the first place. He put in your heart certain wishes and plans, and in my heart he put other and different desires. It is not necessary for eagles to be crows. I am here by the will of Great Spirit, and it is His will I am chief. I know Great Spirit is looking down upon me from above, and will hear what I say. The earth has received the embrace of the sun, and we shall see the results of that love. He puts in your heart certain wishes and plans. In my heart he put other different desires. In my days I was eager to learn and to do things, and therefore I learned quickly. Each man is good in the sight of Great Spirit. All right, let's go on to this next. Here we have a list of the Indian 10 Commandments. Treat the earth and all that dwell therein with respect. Remain close to the Great Spirit. Show great respect for your fellow beings. Work together for the benefit of all mankind. Give assistance and kindness wherever needed. Do what you know to be right. Look after the well-being of mind and body. Dedicate a share of your efforts to the greater good. Be truthful and honest at all times. Take full responsibility for your actions. And one last page here. These are some daily readings, daily thoughts, Native American wisdom. This comes to us from whitebison.org. Elder meditation of the day for December 31st. They must give themselves to one Tatanka and live a spiritual life. They will have the peace that frees them from the fear. Frank Fool's Crow, Lakota. There are two wills available for us, self-will and God's will. Our choice is to figure it out ourselves or to have the Creator involved in our lives. If we are honest with ourselves and look at past experiences, what are our lives like when we try to figure it out ourselves? Is there fear, confusion, frustration, anger, attacking others, conflict, fault-finding, manipulation, teasing others, belittling others, or devaluation? If these things are present, they indicate that we are choosing self-will. What is it like if we turn our will over to the Creator? What are the results if we ask Great Spirit to guide our life? Examples are freedoms, choices, consequences, love, forgiveness, helping others, happiness, joy, solutions, and peace. Which will I choose today? Self-will or God's will? Creator, I know what my choice is. I want you to direct my life. I want you to direct my thinking. You are the grandfather. You know what I need even before I do. Today I ask you to tell me what I can do for you today. Tell me in a way I can understand, and I will be happy to do it. So there you go. And there's more where those came from. So if you just follow the links, you'll be able to read and find much more of this wonderful, wonderful wisdom that is left behind by our ancestors. So and I hope you do take the time, because there is many, many, many more pearls of wisdom available for you there. And if we just learn to live in this peaceful way, just imagine where life would be. Imagine where life could go. All right, we're going to jump now over to an article at In5D. 10 Steps to Contacting Your Higher Self. By Askoa Silvaraha, PhD. The higher self is part of that connects you directly to the spiritual realms. It is the eternal infinity, wise and transcends our everyday consciousness. It is in touch with the divine because it is part of it. Attaining knowledge of the higher self and its depths of inner wisdom is the goal of the spiritual question in all its many guises. Each of us is connected with the divine. The higher self within us far transcends the understanding of our conscious minds. This is the power that all the great geniuses and the teachers of history have assessed. It is the place of magic and miracle in our lives. Here are steps to contact it. 1. Belief and expectation. The first step is to believe that you have a higher self to establish communication with. Then expect every day that this communication will improve as you focus diligently on inner growth. Without these two essential prerequisites, it is hard to achieve anything at all in life, even on the physical level. For inner growth, these two qualities are essential. So set a goal to achieve contact with the higher self. Review that goal daily and maintain your purpose with determination until success is yours. 2. Transform your worldview. We are brought up with primarily materialistic worldview that neglects the role of spirit. To establish close contact with spiritual realms, we need to have our entire being, conscious and subconscious, congruent with our goal. In any major activity or goal, you have to establish the rules of the game and the way it is played. Contacting your higher self is the same. Therefore, seek out writings and teachers that expand your understanding of the universe as fundamentally being a realm of consciousness and mind. Solitude. Make regular time for yourself where you can be totally alone. A quiet place is preferable. Just sit quietly with no expectations. Do nothing. This may feel very uncomfortable and strange in the beginning. Persist. You give time and space for the inner voice to make itself heard. It will do so either during that quiet time or else during the events of the day. A synchronistic event will occur. Someone will tell you exactly what you need to hear. You will get a sudden flash of insight. All the great geniuses of history have found times of regular solitude and silence for themselves. You should too. Meditation. In meditation, you work to discipline your mind and silence the internal chatter that constantly fill it. You create a pure vessel for the higher self to fill. Follow your breath is an excellent meditation. Discipline, as it is concentrating upon a candle flame, or visualize a golden ball of light in your solar plexus that fills your whole body with energy and healing. There are many practices that you can study and use. Journal. Write your feelings, emotions, dreams, and insights every day in a journal. This will help you to come into closer contact with your inner intuitive depths. You can ask the higher self questions here, and then later on record whatever insights, answers you receive. If you do this regularly with belief and expectation, you will receive the answers you need. Inner dialogue. Conduct a regular inner dialogue with your higher self. For the next 40 days, decide to keep in contact throughout the day. Say to your higher self, I know you are there, and I want to get to know you and pay attention to you. Please begin to speak to me and guide my life. Don't worry if this dialogue is entirely one way to begin with. Remember that you have been out of touch for decades. It takes a while to clear the cobwebs. Persist with this inner dialogue as if talking to a friend, chatting, asking questions, sharing your hopes, and begin to listen for answers, and they will come. Life lessons. Look upon life as a mystery school. Believe that the whole of your life, events, situations, and people has been structurally, precisely in order to teach you exactly what you need to know right now. Approach life as if the whole of creation is conspiring to do you good. Whenever something happens in your life, for the good or ill, ask yourself what the lesson is for you. Even unpleasant people and situations have been deliberately placed there as a challenge to help you grow. As you begin to view life as a drama in which you play the starring role, the role of the higher self will become increasingly evident in your life. Record your findings in your journal. Dreams. Expect your higher self to speak to you in dreams. Before going to sleep, do some stretching and bending to relax your body completely. Ask your higher self a question and expect an answer. When you awake, recall whatever you can of your dream and write it down in your journal. If you're not used to remembering your dreams, this will take time and persistence. However, with patience, you will begin to recall your dreams and receive answers from your higher self. Mindfulness. Focus upon living more and more in the present, on the now. When you are eating, be aware that you are eating. When you walk, know that you are walking. The only real movement is now. The past is gone forever, and the future has yet to be. Therefore, work to clear your mind of concerns, illusions, and extrapolations. Clear the mental clutter from the mind and create space for the higher self to fill. And last, patience. Remember that you have spent your entire life out of touch with Source. Therefore, it takes time to learn to re-establish contact. Anything worth doing takes time and practice. So be vigilant and practice these steps every day, and you will receive the answers you need. Remember, the higher self wants to be in contact. In fact, to even speak of it as someone apart from you is contradictory, for the higher self is you, the real you. So now, get in touch with you. Very nice, very nice. And this is going to bring us to our channeled message for today. Here we go.
Message from the angels.
December 27, 2014. Channeled by Ann Albers.
Breathe. Think of something wonderful you would like to create in the new year. You have just begun to recreate yourself a new life. You have just set your sights down the pathway you desire. Breathe again. Once again, think of something you would like to create or experience in the new year. Now imagine you are at the end of 2015, looking back, feeling the satisfaction and joy of having had this experience. Breathe in that joy. Breathe in that satisfaction. Breathe in that love. Dear ones, Happy New Year, and Happy New You. You have just put yourself on a path you wish to walk in 2015. You have already felt what it will feel like. You are seeing it with your inner eyes, experiencing that possibility with your soul. Align yourself with love in 2015, dear friends. Align your hearts with the good you wish to experience. Release yourself from the bondage of negative wishes, fearful prayers, and expectations of disappointment. Use the God-given tool of your wonderful minds to focus on what is good and true. Make your prayers hopeful and joyful prayers of faith-filled expectation. Expect that good comes of all experiences, and love is seeking expression in all things. We love you so very much. It is our wish for you in the coming year, and indeed in every moment of your life, that you would feel the love from which you are created in every moment of your lives.
Very nice message from the angels. This is a passage for today from the Warrior of the Light. Before embarking on an important battle, a warrior of light asks himself, how far have I developed my abilities? He knows that he has learned everything and something from every battle he has fought. But many of those lessons have caused him unnecessary suffering. More than once he has wasted his time fighting for a lie, and he has suffered for people who did not deserve his love. Victors never make the same mistake twice. That is why the warrior only risks his heart for something worthwhile. And that's going to bring us to our meditation for today. Let's get to it. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Take another deep breath. Exhale again. Imagine yourself now walking this path of life. And this path represents the year that we have just experienced. And stop for a moment and look back along that road that you have traveled. And as you look, you see that it is so far back that you cannot see the beginning. For you have traveled a great distance over the course of this year. So take a moment just to consider all that you have done. Think back to all of the joys you have experienced, and all of the pains as well, for they are part of life. And know that all that you went through has brought you to this moment right here, right now, and shall carry you forward into the next moment. So give thanks to all that you just experienced over the course of this year. Thanks to the Great Spirit, to the Creator of life, for allowing you the opportunity to walk this planet, to learn and to grow. Give thanks to your experiences. And give thanks to the new opportunities that are presenting themselves as you move forward. Now bless the past and the lessons that you have gone through, and turn facing forward and continue walking into the new moment, the new opportunities, the new life that is ahead with each and every step. And begin this journey, as all journeys, by sending out love. Sending love ahead of you. That your path may be filled with many blessings of love. and that those you meet along the way are beings who wish to share and reciprocate this love, these loving intentions, this positivity. Bless your journey and bless the steps that you will walk. And continue moving forward in faith. As you walk forward, contemplate the words of these affirmations. Abundance flows freely through me. My income is constantly increasing. Life brings me only good experiences. I am open to new and wonderful changes. I look within to find my treasures. And allow yourself to contemplate these words and to know that with each and every step that we focus on appreciating who we are, what we are, where we are, and why we are. And again, give thanks to the Great Spirit for the blessings being showered upon us each and every moment. Let's imagine sending love out into the world to each and every individual upon this planet. And send to them blessings of love and prosperity for a new year. And once again give thanks to the Great Spirit, the Creator of life, for all that we have experienced, all that we are experiencing, and all that we shall experience. And let your subconscious mind continue on the journey, walking the path of love, truth, faith. Let the subconscious mind continue on that journey, and let's bring the conscious mind back to the present moment on the count of 3. 3, coming back to the present moment filled with confidence. 2, coming back to the present moment filled with faith. And 1, coming back to the present moment happy, healthy, and whole. Happy, healthy, and whole. I'll take another deep breath. Exhale, and open your eyes. And that's it, my friends. That is it. That is our last show for the year. The next show will be tomorrow. And as always, at the beginning of every year, I like to do a goal-setting workshop to set us moving forward with a focused intention. So think about the things that you have done. Think about what it is you want to do as you move forward. And tomorrow, we shall put all of these ideas together and put them down, commit them to paper, and make them a part of our journey as we move forward along the path of destiny. Thank you very much for this past year and all of the blessings and the opportunities. Thank you for being here, participating in the show, for all your kind comments and words at all sources, whether it be the Facebook or the emails or the YouTube. Thank you so much. I look forward to sharing more and more wisdom with you and information, and for all of the information that I shall be receiving from you as well. For this is a reciprocal exchange, and I get as much from you as I hope you do from me. Thank you. I love you. Keep loving each other, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace. I'm out of here.